Christian Living Radio brings you the latest in live performances, interviews, testimonies, sermons, classes, music, and more. We provide platforms for both established and up-and-coming artists with a wide variety of music and live videos. On Christian Living Radio, artists can share their testimonies worldwide with our national and international audiences. For more information, check us out at www.christianlivingradio.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and God bless.
It's now time for the Clarita Haddon Jackson Show right here on Christian Living Radio. Let's go.
Flame Day, everybody. We're gonna kick it off like we always do with the Blue Flame theme song, Contagious, by yours truly, Clarita Haddon Jackson, on Blue Flame Moments Radio Show.
Radio show with Clarita Haddon Jackson.
Hey, Mama, Clarita's on the radio.
Let's go. I don't know what you're going through, but we stopped by to tell you that what's in front of you is bigger than what's behind you. Your destiny, your promise, your future. You might as well shout before you get it, because God sent me here to tell you that what He has for you is gonna be big. That it's my season.
That it's my season.
You ought to declare that over your own life. Say, I believe.
I believe.
This is Christian Living Radio.
That it's my time.
That it's my time.
It's my time.
It's my time.
And I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Say, breakthroughs in the room.
Breakthroughs in the room.
It's yours if you want it. Anticipating. God's getting ready to move.
God's getting ready to move.
Listen, you ought to declare this over your own life. Say it.
For I know
God, He's working a miracle just for me.
Just for me.
And it's gonna be.
And it's gonna be big.
Listen, don't let negativity, doubt, or your haters convince you bigger than what's behind you. You gotta learn how to praise God before you get it. Say, I believe that it's my season. It's my season. It's my season. It's my season. And I believe that it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time. And I can feel it. I can feel it. Breakthrough, yeah. Breakthroughs in the room. I'm anticipating. God's getting ready to move. God's getting ready to move. Listen, say this with me. For I know God, He's working a miracle. Just for me. And it's gonna be big. Hey, listen, I don't know about you, but I'm excited about my future. Why? It's gonna be big, yeah. It's gonna be big. I'm running into destiny, shouting into my promise. Why? God's gonna open the windows of heaven. Pour me out a blessing. I won't have room. To contain it. Can't even try to explain it. But it's gonna be big. God is gonna blow your mind.
Keep your radios locked, because it's time for the Indie Spotlight.
Yeah. This is Wisdom from LA, and I'm excited to share my music with you guys. You can find me at Wisdom Kingdom on Facebook. And coming up next is my song, Spiritually. So keep it locked right here on Blue Flame Moments Radio Show with Clarita Haddon Jackson. Sila.
Kingdom come to take over. Sila. Okay. Where you get filled spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally, spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally. We get filled up, overflow make up. With Jesus I will sup. You know that's what's up. Wanna get built up, spirit stay lit up, praises lifted up. Church done way up, spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally, spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally. By His stripes we healed. Jesus is for real. Cause of His ordeal, we are spirit filled. He will break the seals. Truth will be revealed. Worship Him with zeal. Joy no one can steal. Spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally, spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally. When we speak in tongues, devil have to run. Bring that overcome by Jesus Christ His Son. Stamp Him on the ground, then jump up and down. Turn all the way round. Through the cross we've won. Spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally, spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally. Yeah! Kingdom come to take over. Sila. Too much. The devil have to run, cause they fire too much. Again, too much. The devil have to run, cause they fire too much. And then we sing spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally, spiritually, not physically, not naturally, but biblically, not logically, supernaturally, spiritually, not physically.
Hey, this is Zach Williams from Zach Williams on One Accord, and you're locked in with Blue Flame Moments with Clarita.
Blue Flame Moments Radio Show.
Your weekly source for inspiration.
With Clarita Haddon Jackson.
And it's time to release the word of the day. Today's word is peace. This is something that we are all in need of right now. It has been crazy in this world, but we know that peace is available to us. John 14:27 says, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I don't give you peace like the world gives. So don't let your heart be troubled and do not be afraid." Listen, if you notice, there's a trend of fear and not peace. And that trend of fear is not from God our Father. That trend of fear is from the devil. I'm just going to put it out there like that. We might not like it. Some people will say it's from the government. It's from, the media, whatever it is. Let me tell you something. Fear is of the devil. God does not want us to be afraid. If you are afraid, then you are lacking the peace of God that he desires to give to you. You can tap into that peace simply by giving God your life. You can tap into that peace by simply turning off the media. You can tap into that peace by simply letting the devil know that he is not Lord of your life. Therefore, fear is not your portion, but peace is your portion. I'm preaching, and I'm so sorry. I don't know if you want to hear it, but I'm just giving you the opportunity to understand that you do not have to live in fear. Peace is absolutely available to you through Jesus Christ, and you can take that word to the bank. My guest today, I'm absolutely sure he's here to share some wisdom with you, some things that will help you push you to your next destiny moment. Why don't you help me welcome Zach Williams? Hey, Zach.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm good. You made me feel like I wanted to get on my B3 and play behind you.
I really didn't mean to preach that moment, but I just felt such an unction, like the fear that we are dealing with in this world today. It is literally raising the level of anxiety in believers more than we've ever seen. Fear in believers is more than we've ever seen. And non-believers, they just feel like they're hopeless. So I just had a moment. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. It's all right.
Yes, sir. Well, we're excited to be able to speak with you. We know that you have some wisdom and some things to share, things that you're doing in your ministry and your music and what God is using you to do in this crazy season. So we want to talk to you about that. The first thing we really like to ask, because it really helps people to understand how to get to destiny, how to get to their appointment with victory, is what is it that made you know that you were called to the ministry that you're in? Was it an aha moment? Was it an experience? Was it a prophetic word? Please share.
This is Christian Living Radio.
It was my upbringing. I grew up, of course, like everyone, I grew up in church, and my mother was the president of the choir at the church for 23 years. So I grew up around it. Rehearsal every Thursday night, rehearsal every Saturday, 2 services on Sunday. So, being around that every single day, I had no choice. When I learned how to play, I used to watch the musician at my church, and the story is I would sit next to him and bang on the benches, while he would play. And then he started to teach. Me, and then God, decided to bless me with this amazing gift to be able to play, and that's how I was birthed.
Wow! So it's like, you kind of were like raised in it, and then it just kind of fell on you.
Ma'am.
I like that. That's good.
It kind of fell right on me.
Absolutely. My brothers have that testimony, and I'm grateful because I know what that's like to see that and to watch that unfold. So it's a powerful way to walk into your calling, to allow God to just pour it on you as you're being raised and seeing it. It's amazing. So let me say this. If you're just tuning in, I know you're trying to figure out who is this talking? What are they talking about? Can I say you're listening to Blue Flame Moments radio show with me, your host, Clarita Haddon-Jackson, and I'm chatting with the flame of this week. It's Zach Williams. He's also representing One Accord. So I want you to understand that he's here to share some wisdom with you. He's going to drop some nuggets on you. We're here to empower you, push you to destiny, push you, show you how you can get to what it is that God has called you to. So I know he's going to share some of his testimony, some things that God is using him to do and things that he's walking into at this moment. So Zach, do me a favor. We want to help people find what it is that they're called to. A lot of times they can't discover it because they are lost. They're trying to figure it out on their own. But people like you coming on this show can share with them some wisdom. So what is it? A destiny word of wisdom for those that are listening to help them figure out, discover what it is God is calling them to.
Prayer.
You want to share that?
I would say prayer. For me, it was prayer.
Yes.
Being able to and listening for his voice. You know, a lot of people, you know, you let other people tell you what your destiny is. I would say, you know, to pray and seek God diligently and let him show you what your destiny is and then walk in that.
Yes. So let me tell you this. The reason I say, do you want to share that or unbox it, is because some people that listen may not have been taught how to pray. They have not been exposed to prayer. So I want to kind of unbox it a little bit to share with them what it is that prayer is and how do they connect using prayer.
But see, a lot of people, you know, they take prayer, and please, I don't want anyone to be offended by what I'm about to say. They try to get like all spooky and all deep with it. It's not that serious. You're talking to God. You know, God is the Father. He is the Creator. So you're talking to him. You have a conversation with him. My prayer life is, you know, I talk to God just like he's in the room because he's omnipresent. He's everywhere. So I talk to him just like he's a regular person. You know, I don't understand this, God. I need you to show me. That's all you have to say, God. I need you to show me my purpose. Show me my passion. You know, I want to do A, but I'm not sure if this is what it is. God, I need you to show me. It's a simple prayer. It's nothing deep. There's nothing spooky about it. But then you have to have a listening ear to hear his voice, you know, to see what he has to say. Because if you earnestly go to him and you diligently seek him, you know, he will answer. You know, he may not answer right away, you know, and don't get frustrated. Because for me, it took me a long time, you know, to understand his voice. Okay. And that's another thing.
Yes.
You have to understand his voice, because you'll pray, you know, in your own way, and then a couple of days later you may get confirmation through another person, but you're still not sure that's him. You have to continue to seek and pray, seek and find, seek and pray, and the answer will be given to you. It's not deep, not at all.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Now, thank you, because I know that somebody needed to hear what it is and how they go about it, how they approach it, and how they get through a conversation of prayer. And so I appreciate you sharing that wisdom, because there's somebody, I know for sure, there's somebody listening that needs to know how to get to that point. Listen,
absolutely.
I'm excited about just being able to chat with you, because I know that God is doing some amazing things in your life. Through your ministry, and you have some music to share with us. So please talk to us about your music, about your ministry, and also, before you go, you gotta share how people can connect with you, where they can find your music, all that, websites, social media. Please do.
Yes, ma'am. Well, like I said, my name is Zach Williams, and I'm from Philly, the city of brotherly love.
Yeah.
And it's cold up there right now, but it's all right.
Yes, sir.
The name of my choir is One Accord. We released this project about a year ago in July, and it's doing very well. Praise God, on the charts, and you know, we've been getting great support and feedback from the project. It's called The Next Chapter, and it has something on there that you can easily teach to your church choir. That was the goal, you know, that's the goal for my music, to be able to take this music back to your church and teach it to your choir. And the song that we're promoting now is called Mighty God. It's kind of a feel-good song. If you like feel-good music, it's like when you put the song on, when you're about a minute into the song, you got your feet padded, and then you got your head bob, and then you start moving to the beat. It feels good. So it's one of those kind of songs. It's called Mighty God.
All right, yes. And please tell us how they can find you on social media.
Christian Living Radio.
Sure, you can find me on Zach Williams, page 1 on Facebook, or Zach Will Music, ZAKWILLMUZIK, on Instagram and Facebook. And our website is ZachWillMusic.com. www.ZachWillMusic.com. blueflamemusic.com. And our project is available everywhere you get music digitally.
Yes, I'm so excited. I know that those that get a chance to follow you and hear what it is that God wants to share with the world through you will be blessed. They will find and discover purpose and destiny, because a lot of times we're looking to people who are not seeking God and that are not leading us to God. But I believe that you are one of the ones that is helping people to find God and not just themselves. So I look forward to what God is going to continue to do through you. We appreciate you hanging out with us on Blue Flame Moments. Y'all make sure y'all go to his website. Y'all go on social media, follow him, and support the music. So before we go, let me say thanks 1 million times for hanging out with us on Blue Flame Moments, taking it out of your day to hang out with us. We know that there's a lot going on, and you made the choice to hang out with us, share wisdom with us. So we absolutely appreciate you.
It was indeed my pleasure. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Family, it's time for us to go, but we never leave you without inspiring you, pushing you to purpose. So why don't you take a minute, turn those radios up, turn those headphones, take that mute button off, because you at work, you let them know that you're listening to the Holy Ghost. It's all right. You won't get fired. Ooh, I'm just playing. Don't do that. Just represent Jesus as much as you can, and go ahead and take a break and hear this. Zach Williams in One Accord, Mighty God. Thanks again, Zach.
I
In times like these, I've found that safety is the topic of most conversations. But I want to help you. Here's the top pick of the week. It's Safety 2.0 by Ron Todd featuring Ernest Pugh.
This is Christian Living Radio.
I'll never leave you, nor forsake you. I'll always be there. I know it gets hard, sometimes it gets rough, and you're going gets tough. Trust in me. In the morning light, trust in me. Oh, there is safety. Anybody know what I'm talking about? There is safety in me. Don't you worry. You who are weak and heavy laden, I'm here to tell you. He'll give you rest. Don't you worry. Here's what you gotta do. Hold on. Hold on. Don't give up. Yes, it is. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Help is on. Keep your head up. Hold on. Don't give in. Help is on the way. Hang on in there. Hold on. Hey.
It's important for me to keep you updated on the news, so here it is.
Hi, Clarita Hatton Jackson. It's now time for Gospel News with Bobby Parker. Always letting you know the happenings inside the gospel world of today. And today we want to send a special tribute out to Dorenis Pace. She's the eldest sister of the Anointed Pace Sisters out of Atlanta, Georgia. The gospel music industry lost a true pioneer in the gospel industry. On Thursday, January the 14th, she passed away at the age of 62. She was the sweetest, most down-to-earth woman that I've ever met. Fantastic gospel singer, always had a song in her spirit, and she was an author. She gave her readers an intimate look inside of her life with her book entitled Poison to Purpose, A Gospel Legend's Journey. Also, she shared her trauma on stage and on the Steve Harvey Show on TV. She granted me an interview on the Bobby Jones Gospel TV taping in D.C., and we laughed, and she sang to me as well. We're going to be praying out for the Anointed Pace Sisters and all her family and friends and fans. Rest in peace to Dorenis Pace. I'm Bobby Parker. Hit me up on Facebook at Bobby Parker #2. Follow me on Instagram at Bobby Parker 720, and you can check out my website, thebobbyparkerradioshow.com. Now back to my sis, Clarita Hatton Jackson, on the Blue Flame Moments radio show.
Thank you, Bobby, for keeping us updated on the gospel news. Well, my loves, it's that time again. This show was brought to you by our sponsors, Next Dimension University, who is stumping out biblical illiteracy globally, and the Toon Doctor Academy, where creatives can be empowered online 24/7. This is your Destiny Coach, Clarita Hatton Jackson, reminding you that there's greatness on the inside of you. I'm here to help you take your flame from red to blue, because that's what God has chosen me to do. Don't you ever forget it. You have the ability to shine bright and win.
Join the best positive Christian lifestyle movement on the air at Christian Living Radio.
Have you been looking for a realtor and just don't know who to pick? Are you looking to sell your home or buy a new one? Or perhaps you're looking for an investment property? TGRI Realtors is the team for you. Give them a call. They'll take great care of you. The number is 650-427-0539. That's Team Goins, the Christian Realtors. Give them a call.